Welcome, everyone, to Slay the Spire 2. I've been waiting for this game since it was announced. Spire 1 is probably one of my favorite games of all time. And now I'm here for Spire 2. This is... I don't know, man. I couldn't wait. Alright, I couldn't wait. I did actually watch a few people play, but I made sure to watch only the old characters, so Ironclad, Silent, and Defect. So I haven't seen the two new characters yet. I think they're called Regent and Necrobinder. I'm not sure, but all I know about them is I think Necrobinder uses like a pet mechanic, but I'm not sure. I really know like almost nothing about them. But yeah, I'm like really excited for this game, man. So I wasn't the best Spire player. I think the highest ascension I got was like 7 after about 100 hours in the game. But it was fun. Yeah, I loved Spire. It was a very fun game. And I'm really excited about Spire 2 because it looks great. Yeah, this game is in early access, so expect bugs, as you can see. No achievements yet, so that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, so let's just get right into it. Ironclad. Oh, look at those sound effects. I don't know if that jiggle is supposed to be there. But yeah, so this game was like completely visually redone. It's actually made in Godot. That's pretty cool. This game is made in Godot, which is great for Godot because open source game engine is getting an I think this is the biggest success for Godot yet. So great advertising for that engine. If you're an open source developer, I would consider looking into, or if you're a game developer, I would consider looking into Godot. This is a great example of the fact that Godot is a worthwhile engine. Let's just get into it. Yeah, let's enable the tutorial. I haven't played in a bit. We'll see if there's like any new mechanics that I... Welcome, everyone, to Slay the Spire 2. I've been waiting for this game since it was announced. Spire 1 is probably one of my favorite games of all time. And now I'm here for Spire 2. This is... I don't know, man. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I did actually watch a few people play, but I made sure to watch only the old characters, so Ironclad, Silent, and Defect. So I haven't seen the two new characters yet. I think they're called Regent and Necrobinder. I'm not sure, but all I know about them is I think Necrobinder uses like a pet mechanic, but I'm not sure. I really know like almost nothing about them. But yeah, I'm like really excited for this game, man. I wasn't the best Spire player. I think the highest ascension I got was like 7 after about 100 hours in the game. But it was fun. Yeah, I loved Spire. It was a very fun game. And I'm really excited about Spire 2 because it looks great. Yeah, this game is in early access, so expect bugs, as you can see. No achievements yet, so that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, so let's just get right into it. Ironclad. Oh, look at those sound effects. I don't know if that jiggle is supposed to be there. But yeah, so this game was like completely visually redone. It's actually made in Godot. That's pretty cool. This game is made in Godot, which is great for Godot because open source game engine is getting an I think this is the biggest success for Godot yet. So great advertising for that engine. If you're an open source developer, I would consider looking into, or if you're a game developer, I would consider looking into Godot. This is a great example of the fact that Godot is a workfile engine. Let's just get into it. Yeah, let's enable the tutorial. I haven't played in a bit. We'll see if there's like any new mechanics that I am not aware of. Okay, so that's what you're gonna give me for tutorial-wise. I do know about this boss. It's the Venti, and I do know... Oh, Vantum, not Venti. That's cool. They added... I forgot they added this. Yeah, back in Spire 1, you kind of just had to guess what the boss was. I think the deck's the same, yeah. Slash, strikes, bash, and 4 defense. And wait, is that a... Was that in the base game? I don't remember that being in the base game. And I did see this, so we actually have a way to draw. And I didn't see a way to draw... I actually haven't seen a way to even change my name. I just have profile 1. I tried clicking on it a few times to see if I could change it, but I didn't see anything. Oh, we get no bonuses. Okay. Yeah, so if you don't know how to play Spire, I guess we'll explain it real quick. This is the same, this is the same, this is the same. Alright. So we got an enemy here, the Nimbit, who I believe works kind of like Jawworm from base game. And so we have these 5 cards. So at the start of every turn, you draw 5 cards from your draw pile, right? Basic stuff. You have energy right here, so you can see we have free energy. And each card has an energy cost. So you can see defend is 1, strikes 1, and bash costs 2. That means I can play 3 defends, 2 defends and a strike, or I can play a bash and a strike, or a bash and a defend. Actually, what I probably want to do for here is do bash, strike. And why is the audio cut out completely? That's not... Okay, that was a bug. But yeah, so we're going to defend bash. Now, the reason I did that is because vulnerable makes enemies take 50% more damage. That's really useful. And we're not going to full heal at the end of the fight, so this HP is all we have for the entire act. So I'm going to trade a bit of HP for some extra vuln, and hope that next turn he doesn't do it. Okay, does it attack and defend? That's actually pretty good for us because we can do 18 versus the 12, so that's an extra 6 damage. We only take 1. We also heal 6 at the end of this, which means we're going to heal up to 78 for this combat. He's blocking for 5. Yeah, okay, so when there's no more cards in your draw pile, the discard pile gets shuffled right back into your draw pile, and we can just draw again. So actually, yes, this would be the best thing to do, which means if I just draw a single strike, which, if we look at our draw pile, is very likely, actually, we will end up draw a strike, we have lethal. And we can end this with a single strike right here. You can see we healed 1 there. Alright, so card rewards. You always get golds, and you always get a card. Not just potion chances. I don't actually remember what the potion chances were. When we go fight an elite, which is these guys right here, so you can actually see all the elites in the map, you will get more gold. The chances of getting better cards have been increased, and you'll get something called a relic, which is what these things are. They're basically passive buffs. So we're gonna go and let's add a card to our hand. I think this is all new. I don't remember a blood wall, but set up strike. Deals 7 damage, gain 2 strength for this turn. Okay, that's decent for an attack. Apply 2 vulnerable. That's pretty good. That's basically bash with no damage. Lose 2 HP, gains 16 block. You know what? Let's get a setup strike. I do know, Strike Dummy, the relic that gives free additional damage to all strike cards, is now common, so let's hope we get something like that. But even then, I think this is a pretty decent card. 7 damage for 1 energy is like, yeah, it's okay. It's not the best thing in the world. But getting 2 strength would be good for multi-attacks, so if we get a few multi-attack cards, that would be great. Alright, I'm thinking of doing this path. I know that events, you know, aren't the best in the world. Well, this only means we only get 1 elite, though. You know, 2 elites if we go this way. But it's mostly just fights, right? It's just hallway fights. So if we go this way, we're getting a few hallway fights, so that's our... I think easy pool fights are still a thing. So that would be all of our easy pool fights. And then double elites, and then we go here. And that's our pivot point. So that would be like I guess the best path, or that'd be a good path for us, because we can build... So when you find your elites, because you're getting better cards and you're getting relics, they're a great way to level up your deck, which is going to be needed, and we probably want to do a lot of hallway fights just to get better cards. The reason I wanted to take this path here is because I want to see the new events. I want to see the new events. And because I know there's quite a few of the new ones. So doing all those and then going to the shop. Hopefully we'll get gold from here and we can like get better stuff at the shop. And then if we do get good stuff at the shop, we can go along this path and get more events and get the elite. Or we can go take the 2 hallway fights, get the relic here, and then go fight the elite. But that forces us in this weird path where we have 2 hallway fights and 2 events. I think I'm gonna take... Okay, so we can actually pivot off to this path right here. So if we do... so if we go along here, we go up there or up there, depending on how well this hallway fight goes. If we go over here, we're locked into... We can't actually do any of these paths, but we can do this string of 4 hallway fights into an elite, and do 2 elites, and then a fight, and then we can get more events here if we get to this route. But I'm not quite sure if I'm going to survive doing 4 hallway fights and elite. But I could also just pivot going over here instead. And if I do that way, I'm still doing free hallway fights, but I get an event beforehand, then an elite. But then I get free hallway fights immediately after into a chest, and either I commit to way more hallway fights or do another elite and doing that. So either way, I believe from this chest that's going to be up here and not... So X that out. So I don't think this is a path we're going to take. This is a whole mess. But yeah, now that I actually can draw things, I'm actually thinking of planning out what I can do. So if I go this way, I feel like... Okay, I think I'm going to go up here, at least to the first event and see what's going on. So let's go over... let me just erase this. And we can go up here and up here. What are these guys? Twig slimes. Oh yeah, if this is new, they will actually tell you that they're giving us status cards. That's new. That wasn't there before. So we can full block this by doing a defend, and we can do bash to hopefully set up a better strike turn next time. So I think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to bash the medium twig slime. That's all I can do this turn, so let's end it here. Full block that. Got slimed. I'm guessing you're gonna slime me as well. And that's lethal onto here. Then I can just defend and I take 2. Alright. Well, that's cool. The little disintegration. And we'll full heal at the end of this, assuming we take no more damage. Which we can if we do What I would actually want to do would be set up striking you, and then with my new 8 damage, I can full kill you, and then that's lethal. Power cards, right? So power cards, you draw them. If you play them, they are removed from your deck for the combat. Right, so that's the big difference. That doesn't actually tell you. I did not know that playing the first Spire game, or I completely forgot about that playing the first Spire game for so long. It took me a while to figure that out. This is great for trying to build up more strength because we got set up strike there. But this would be pretty good. I do know that one of the elites that we can encounter has it's good AoE. We also want good multi-attack to fight Vantum over here. Because he's got like a weird thing where it's not a buffer, but he's got 9 effectively what are buffers, and what they do, instead of taking no damage, he only takes 1 damage for every attack you do against him. So he's got like 9 buffer lights, which is really weird to deal with. I feel it's kind of hard to deal with. So this would be good for AoE. There's more anger. It's got a different... Anger actually has Ironclad in it, but I think I might want an Inflame instead of a Breakthrough. Because I kind of want... I mean, okay, an Inflame would be pretty good for a Strength build. So we can actually start getting Strength up. And if we have multi-attacks, then Strength is really good for multi-attacks. I do know about this, so actually I do want to grab this. So this is an egg, and at some point, I think at the rest site, so where's our next rest site? Right here. I think we can hatch the egg, and it'll give us like an attack card. So you spawn an enormous shambling beast, chase off an injured green bird. In the alcove, the bird fled from a single unguarded egg lies. In the alcove, the bird fled from a single unguarded egg lies abandoned. Your stomach gurgles. That little floating text. I like these. They actually have like cool animations, and the fact that it's like a full art with just 2 little selectors. I really like the design decisions they made for the visual aspect of the Spire. But I'm gonna grab this. I don't actually remember what the card the egg gives you does, but I do remember it was an attack card. I'm pretty sure it's okay. And we need cards, so... A sapphire seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed. Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't those incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance. But what if you plant and nourish it instead? Oh, enchantments. This is a new feature in Spire 2. I do remember enchantments are basically like specific effects that you can apply to specific cards. So with Sown, the first time you play this card, each combat gain a single energy. So we can effectively make Bash kind of cat or cost 1, or make Inflame effectively cost 0. And I say effectively because we still have to pay the upfront cost, but then we gain back an energy. So this actually makes Bash pretty good and a must play if we do put Sown on here. Because it will be basically 1 cost with 8 damage and 2 Vuln. I think I'm going to put that because we like our Vuln right now. And Vuln goes well with Strength. So I think I'm going to enchant this on Bash and we'll get good. And the other option was, I mean, upgrading card in our deck actually might have been a decent way, because I think we are losing this rest site to the bird, and we only have, we would have to lose hallway fights if we want to use the other rest site to upgrade cards. So we're kind of going with an we're only gonna have the opportunity to upgrade like really 1 card at the rest site if we take hallway fights here. Assuming I need to take an action for the bird. So that might have actually been a better play. You scour the overgrowth and find a pot with a good aeration. Then you trek around searching for an untouched spot where light peeks out through a cracked wall. Carefully, you reinforce the pot with bark and vine to camouflage it. Fill it with loamy, nutrient-rich soil and nestle the seed just beneath the surface. Finally, you gather dew from nearby plants and pour it over the soil. Grow big, little seed. Unknowingly, the sapphire seed attached to you spiritually, thankful of your hard work. Alright, I need water if I'm going to continue talking for a bit, so I'm going to pause this and I'll come back. Alright, okay, I just realized I completely forgot that this was supposed to be pivot point. Let's just go for the events then. Let's follow this path, and let's see what our deck looks like. Okay, we got a hallway fight, that's actually pretty good for us. I think we can commit to going... well, maybe the shop isn't such a good idea now. We don't have a lot of gold. Alright, well, let's play Leading Flame, get the attack. Not the best draw in the world. He's gonna debuff me, and, I mean, next turn, I'm mostly attacking, so... let's hope we draw at least a defend. Oh, he shrunk me. What does that mean? My attacks are worse. That's not great. And there you go, look at this. So if we do bash immediately, we're back to 2, which means we can do the defend here. And then we're gonna play setup strike because it's just more damage. We're gonna gain the strength, but we're gonna lose it immediately. We take 2, it's not that bad. We heal for 6 at the end of combat. And I do have 8, so that's lethal. So I can just kill him right here. There we go, we're full. So, gold, get the fire potion. So, potions are basically things, are consumables. And you can get free of them around. There's, I do believe that Potion Build is in Spire 2. And Potion Build is a relic that gives you, I believe, 2 extra potion slots, is what it says, which would bring our total to 5. Yeah, but we're gonna have to find that relic. And potions are pretty great. They're nice consumables. We don't want to use them immediately. You typically just keep them around for when you make like mistakes, or you're in a tight spot because your deck's not like up to par to basically fight an enemy to finish the fight. Yeah, we don't want to. My point is we don't want to use them too often. Like, so you don't get them very often. So now that we actually have a potion, our chances of getting another one have diminished. Iron Wave is pretty good. I liked Iron Wave. You know, 5 block, 5 damage. It's decent at what it does. With our strength, it's now become, if we get Inflame, that's 7 damage, 5 block, which is pretty good for a card, for 1 cost. Deal 8 damage if the enemy is vulnerable, hits twice. This is really good for us because we're trying... we've made our bash better, so we actually do want to go into vulnerable. Exhaust the top card of your draw pile. No exhaust synergies right now. I think we're going to go with more of a vulnerable build. I do believe this will give me an attack card, so I can do the hallway fights. But if I do the hallway fights, that means I have to hatch the egg, like, here, which I don't think I want, so I think we're committed here for the egg. So rest sites, you get to heal. We're definitely not doing that, we're at full. The Smith, this is what you mostly did in Spire 1, unless you had extra relics that allow you to do extra stuff in a rest site. But in this case, we're gonna hatch the egg. We're actually gonna see what it gives me. Alright, 0 cost card that deals 14 damage. That's actually pretty good for our deck right now. That's 0 cost damage, and a lot of damage, actually. Alright, so Merchant. Not the best Merchant in the world, so unfortunately I was hoping to get a bit more gold in these events so that our Merchant would have been better. If we were... I'm not sure about how good... I mean, this card's pretty decent. Let's hope that that card was, like, enough to, Make sure that this route is viable versus this route, because that might have been the route you would want to have taken. Because I guess it wasn't really, that'd have been a lot of gold for the shop. But shop gets us, that's sure gets pretty good. I'm looking for something with vulnerable. Deal 12 damage. The next attack you play costs 0. I mean, that could be pretty good. The problem is that most of our attacks are 1 cost right now. I mean, the bash actually would be pretty decent, because that means we would gain an energy. So this plus our bash with Sown would be a decent combo, because that means that this would only cost 1. True gets a pretty good card for if you have like a good way to use exhaust. Because I do believe the upgrade, yeah, is just exhaust a specific card. Can't afford any relics. Brimstone would have been nice to have. So I think I'm probably going to remove one of my strikes. And that leaves me with, what's that, 75? So that is 67 gold, which means I can buy almost any, I can buy these 3, or one of these 3, or a potion. A potion would maybe be good here. I'm not really feeling, I mean, armaments, maybe. Armaments would be good. We're going pretty upgraded, and I mean, we get the upgraded card here, and probably here. So that's 2 upgrades. What would I even upgrade? Yeah, that's pretty good. This would also be a good upgrade. Free strength would also be a good upgrade. So, and what's this one again? 20 damage. I think upgrading bash be a good idea. Throw a strike. And let's get ornaments in here. Okay, and let's upgrade. And let's upgrade our bash. Alright, let's see what this event is. This or that. Arms suddenly just out... arms suddenly jet out from a nearby hole, clutching a suspicious bag of riches and a clearly cursed relic. This or that. A scratched up voice whispers from below. Lose 6 HP, gain 61 gold. Add clumsy to your deck. Obtain a random relic. Okay, it is ethereal. Okay, ethereal's pretty decent. At least it's not the new eternal. That one sucks for curses. They added a new one, which a new keyword called eternal, which means you cannot remove it from the deck. Just like the bell, the curse of the bell. Yeah. Do I want a relic or do I want gold? There's no more shops this act, and we can kind of avoid shops next act if needed. I mean, lose 6 HP is basically nothing for us. We're Ironclad. But we are going into an elite fight, so we're probably going to take some damage. So the 6 damage might actually do something to us. So I think I'm going to go with clumsy. Yeah, it means my starting hand is going to be a bit weaker. But hopefully the relic is Gremlin Horn. That's actually a good one. Gremlin Horn's a pretty good one. Shit, I forgot to read the rest of the event. But yeah, Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy dies, gain 1 energy and draw 1 card. Great for AoE fights. Oh, that's a cool chest one. And yes, I do remember this is a new one, and it gives us plating, I believe. And plating, they changed how, I forget what it was called before, but instead of being reduced by 1 whenever you take damage, plating now just gets reduced by 1 at every turn. I don't actually remember if it was called plating in the previous game. So let's go fight the elite. Oh! We're fighting Mama Bird. Okay. Birdonis. Okay, so we're just gonna take the 16 up front. We got no block. So what we want to do is Inflame, Set Up Strike, Bird Swoop, and Dismantle. we can play all of our cards. And we do it in that order because, I mean, this mana doesn't matter. But we play it in the other order so we get the full strength. Then we can do 18 plus that. And that bird actually went out for us. Oh, I didn't notice. We actually get a turn counter on our turn button. Oh, yes, and we get plating, so we don't take the full 16. That's pretty good for us. Okay, so I want to gain some block. And I want to upgrade. If I upgrade this block, that's a full block, so let's do that. And then let's play our bash because we're going to gain back 1 energy, and then we can play this, and that's a fail block for us. Oh, I did have plating. I mean, I have to play the block anyway, so having it upgraded defend would also be pretty good for us. Still have 2 turns of vulnerable. And let's do defend strike. Because we don't know what our next turn is going to look like, but I'm going to be taking a decent amount of damage here. What's this? Oh, okay, so it's scaling at the end of its turn. Gain 2 strength, that's 10, 20. Yeah, it's lethal. Alright. Pretty good. We got a block potion, some gold, and Vajra. So this gains a start each combat with 1 strength. Our strength build is looking pretty good right now. Pyre. Yes, this one looks pretty good for us. Bludgeon, Evil Eye. I mean, okay, so Pyre... Is Pyre actually that good? It does allow us to play more cards. We don't do a lot of exhaust. I mean, I guess clumsy, but that's not really great. We could pivot to more of an exhaust deck with Evil Eye, but I think taking Pyre allows us to maybe pick up more expensive cards. Oh, yep. Inklets. The next time Inklet loses 1 HP, it loses HP, it loses 1 HP instead. Boy. And I think this is a full block, right? So that's 6, 9, 12, 14. Okay, so I can actually try, if I do, yeah, okay, I can only do attacks, so what I would want to do is this, and then this is lethal. I gain the bash, I can lethal you, I gain 1 back, and then I can lethal you. Thank you, Gremlin Horn. You are an amazing relic. Shurgadaf is pretty good for us. Because we mostly do just have defense and ornament for our block. I don't want a second ornament, so I think I'm going to take Shurgadaf, because Shurgadaf's pretty good for block plus defend. A sharp pain is felt atop your head and through and a thought stabs into your mind. Share knowledge. I can't do voices today. My throat's sore. You are unsure how to proceed. Choose one of the 5 random cards to add to your deck, or rip the leech off. Lose 5 HP, gain a colorless card. I'm gonna see what this gives me. Okay, 5 damage twice. I gain 2 strength, but they gain 1. I think this is pretty good for Phantom, actually. And we do like our multi-attacks. So I'm gonna go with Fight Me, because right now we've got Vajra, which gives us strength. We've got Inflame, which gives us strength. We've got Setup Strike, which gives us temporary strength, but it's still strength. Now we have Fight Me, which gives us 2 strength, but it makes the enemies get 1 more strength. If we fight a birds-like enemy, that's gonna suck for us, but I will take it. We just want Brimstone. We did see Brimstone in the shop, though. I don't remember if that means we can't see Brimstone ever again. I hope it doesn't, but I'm guessing it does. Pyre would be pretty good to get as well. For an upgrade. Jungle Maze Adventure. In a clearing, you run into a ragtag group of adventurers, looking down into and gesturing at a gigantic maze. They offer to join forces with you in an epic quest to loot the riches of this maze. As an experienced adventurer yourself, it's clear this maze is filled with deadly traps and guardians. It'd be easier if you work together, but then you'll have to split the loot. Ooh, lose 18 HP? We're going into a fight here, which means we'll heal 6 back. You know what? Let's do it. We're almost full, so let's hope Vajra isn't too bad. What I'll do is I'll upgrade this Dismantle. And then I can actually play Strike and Dismantle because we've got plating, which means we'll get full block this. Gain 2. If I do this, I have 2 left, which means I can do Fight Me, which does 6 times 50, which is 9. It's 18 plus the 11. That's not enough. He's gonna do 15 back to me. But my other option is Pyre. My drawing, I'm guaranteed to get a decent amount of damage. I think I'm actually gonna play Pyre and Fight Me and take the 15, or actually take 12 because I do have plating. That might have been a good spot for block potion, but then we can just kill like this, so that's fine. Get a strength pot and rage. Rage would be good. Thunderclap for more Vrown would also be decent. But I think Rage is better, because we're kind of struggling on the block right now. And let's smith up. So, what do we want to upgrade? I think Ornaments actually is a decent upgrade here. Onto the Phantom. Yes, let's do this. That's actually pretty good for us. Do we want to do the strength pot? Yeah, let's do the strength pot. Let's do the strength pot. Which means we can do bash and gain back 1, and we can do bird swoop and strike, and we're working right through its slippery, which is buffer light. Full block that. Yeah, this grows, so that's going to be a pretty big attack when it does happen. I do actually want to get this. That's 8, so... do we take the 4? I think I take the 4 and just... There's 27, so this is a good time for a block potion. Hit it twice. I can do this as well. They gain the 1 strength, but we finally have access to... We can finally start dealing damage to it. Alright, so we can do Inflame. Do Setup Strike. And we can do Fight Me twice. They're gonna get +2 strength, but hopefully we can out DPS it. We also full heal at the end of this, so that's why I'm a little less nervous about HP. Oh, I didn't see that on Sown. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world, so let's just draw, see if we can get that. Apply the vulnerable, and then let's play the 1 defense. That's full block. There we go. And then we basically have lethal next turn, I believe. Yeah, there you go. 25 twice. There we go! There's Phantom done. Not bad, not bad. 100 gold brings us to 378. 38 out of 80. Not the best Phantom fight. Well, Primal Force? What's that? Transform all attacks in your hand into Giant Rock. Giant Rock. Deal 16 damage, cost 1. Deal 20. Okay, that's definitely something you can take. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Look at that. Deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust. A random attack in your hand and add its damage to this card. Can you imagine if we can do Bird Swoop? But I'm also tempted of Demon Form. But Thrash is also pretty good. I mean, this is the only boss I actually, like, very much remember how to fight. Phantom. From the few streams I watched. The other bosses, I'm like, I was not paying attention enough. Right? Because I had these in the background as I was working. So I do remember watching this fight. And remembering the effects of this fight. The other guys, I don't remember much about them. So we're going in pretty much blind from here on out. So I know the streamer I was watching picked up Thrash, and it was pretty good. But, counterpoint, a lot of our attack cards, we care more about the effects they have instead of just the raw damage, right? So this gives us a boost. I mean, this one's just the raw damage. We don't really care about that. This one is caring more about the effects, 8, and then it does it twice. This actually could be decent. You know what, let's take Primal Force. Let's take Primal Force. I feel like that'd be pretty decent, giving us a lot of, like, high damage cards, which works well with our, where was it? Rage, there we go. It works well with Rage, and yeah, with Pyre, we can probably play most of these, because we typically are playing most of our cards. Right, so no boss relics anymore. Instead, you have a Niao-like... Oh, I've never seen this guy. Piao. The Melting Dragon. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we kind of get like these like Niao... Oh, I do remember this fight. The Insatiable. He eats you if you get too close to him, which means you have to kind of like either kill him really quickly, or you have to play these cards to move back. Yeah, I remember this guy. He's crazy. Oh, look at that. Look at that just completely isolated path right there. Look at that. That is a crazy path. Right, so you don't have boss relics anymore. Instead, you have, like, effectively Niao Blessings every single act, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Piao's Flesh. Gain additional energy at the start of your third turn, and every turn after that. That's a pretty decent energy relic, no? It means we're gonna have to, like, make do with the first 2 turns. But after that, we get a lot. But that's not necessarily very good against this bozo, so let's see what the rest of it. Chant All Defends with Goopy. Goopy, this card gains exhaust. Whenever played, permanently increases this card's block by 1. Okay, that is actually... That's pretty good. That means we're basically upgrading these defend cards. But we can only play them once. Which means we want to finish fights early. I don't know if I have enough block to sustain doing that. So if I do pick this up, we're gonna have to hunt. We're gonna have to pick up more block cards. Right, which means I do want to go into some hallway fights. PL's Eye. The first time each combat, you end your turn without playing cards, exhaust your hand, and take an extra turn. Huh. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so let's actually look at the map. Let's plan out our journey. So if we do pick up the Goopy, we're gonna have to do some hallway fights. So this early path gives us a good event. It's gonna give us events, and then we get 2 hallway fights here. So this is our easy pool fights. Then we get a nice pivot point here. Probably go here for the upgrade, then back into hallways. We can go along here, and then we can pivot to either another event, or we can go up to the Merchant Elite. I kind of like that path. We get to see a good amount of events. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 hallway fights, which, you know, not the best in the world. That actually might. The events are pretty good. They've been pretty good to us, so hopefully they're better here. And then we get an elite, so we get an extra relic. And we get to visit a decent amount of events. So I think that's the path to take. Other way, we get, what's that, 4 hallway fights, plus the shop into a hallway fight, event, relic, campfire. I can do event, elite, event, fight, fire. That actually might be better than this pathway. Yeah, because, I mean, kind of sucks 4 hallway fights in a row, but then we get a merchant. We get good gold. That's upgrading our deck. Then we kind of get like a little bit of an easy path, and then into an elite. And then we end with a hallway fight and an event, and then we get, how many campfires do we get? Okay, we do 2 campfires with the option. No, we get 3 campfires. No, wait, 1. Yeah, it's 2 campfires, but the option of 3 if we want to. So if we're hurting this event, we can do campfire, then we can go event, hallway fight, campfire, or we can do event, hallway fight, elite campfire as well. So that's a good pivot point right here. So we can either choose to get another upgrade, or we can go fight an elite. So that's actually a pretty good path. So I think I'm gonna take that path, which means I think we can grab Goop, and we can go here. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage already. If Bullbug attacks are fully blocked, it becomes stunned. So let's play both of our defense here. We don't actually manage to fully block it, unfortunately. But we can do... Okay, let's go for this guy, because we can kill him. And then we get to do our strike here. And we almost managed to full block him, but unfortunately it's not a full block. Do shrug it off here. Or do I want to do 8? That's 3, which brings this up to 9, so that's 18, plus the 8, that's not enough to lethal, so let's go shrug it off, the rage. What do we got coming up? Okay, I think we can probably afford to do... Let's do setup strike, which gives us a block. And then let's just do a normal strike, which gives us a block. We take just the 1. Oh, actually, we full block. I forgot about plating. That's good. That means this guy's stunned right now, which means we get a turn where we can do... doing that 10. And then this will be 6, so that's 9, that's 18, plus the 10, that's full lethal. So what I want to do is this. So we upgrade our defense, and we get extra strength. And this turn, we can just do... ornaments into bash. I was gonna do fight me, but I can just do this. Yeah, if I wanted to do fight me, I'd have to not play the ornaments. That was technically a misplay, but I did have a 0 cost there that saved me. Battle trance would be good, but so would uppercut, actually. I think I'm gonna take the uppercut. What are these? Reduce all damage taken and HP loss by exoskeleton to 9. Not great for us, but also not the worst thing in the world. Can play Rage here. What I'd actually want to do would be defend, Primal Force, which transforms you into a rock. Not the best in the world, but I can start damaging you. And I full block this. Okay, what I actually want to do is grade you. And then I want to do... because this is going to play weak and vulnerable. Oh shit, I just realized that was a 2. That was a misplay on my part. I should have played Shrug It Off. I get 8, which means I full block you, but I take the 2 from there. That was definitely a misplay on my part. God, the animations are really good though. 9. This is a lethal on you, but it's not lethal on you. That's fine. So let's play you. We get 1 energy back. Then I can do bash. Actually, we want to do inflame, bash, and then that's lethal on you. We get 1 strike back, and we can start chipping away at you. All right, second turn. That turn was way better. Do I have lethal? That's 9. That's 9. Yes, so let's put a block. Just to make sure that we are playing our blocks. See, only one of them is behind. An energy potion, that's pretty good. World wouldn't be awesome for us, no? With our strength and vulnerable. So I think Whirlwind is the card I'm going to pick up. Aggressive. 16 negates 2 debuffs. Not great for us. And he's giving me free... Ooh. Okay, well, this is the worst defend we have. What I do want is to then do Pyre. And what I'll do is I'll get 2 rocks. Do you not count as a card? Oh, all attacks. Oh. Okay, yeah, no wonder it didn't work. Alright, well, we do get a rock here, at least. Oh, what's the status cards? What's the... Look at that. Look at the art on that. That's cool. It's good art. Then we want to do... ornaments into rage. And we want to do Shrug It Off. Inflame, so that's 30 something. And let's check you. And we full block that. $17 plus 10 plus 10 is lethal. I could also do 17 plus 11. Ah, but now the vulnerable wouldn't apply. So actually I would want to do 11 plus 19, which is 30. Or do I want to do 20? It's 31. It's 19. Wait, this is 19. So actually I would want to do this. And then these two. And I get this mantle. And I can either play the defend now to upgrade it. I'm gonna get 2 next turn, so I'm actually gonna do that. And then play the dismantle. So doing a little less damage, but we're hopefully gonna get a better defend next time. And we're gonna defend twice to deal with this. And with plating 1 means I'll take the 1, bash you, gain the 1 energy back. Yes, strike's better than you at the moment. Got number plating. The worst hand in the world, but Days are gone. God, I like the design and sound effects. They're so good. I got no card draw, so I can't actually get a try to pull a defense upgrade. Overall, you know, 78 only lost 2. Not the worst fight in the world for us. Deals 6 damage, deals 4 additional damage for each card in your exhaust pile. We do have at least 1 card, so that's a 10 for us. Assuming this isn't the first card drawn, so do I want that? My deck's getting a bit big. Actually, I think I'm gonna skip this. This is probably one of my slowest runs ever. I'm actually like talking through and thinking through most of what I'm doing here. Which is great. Okay, what do we got going on here? We can do Pyre, Dismantle, Primal Force to get 2 rocks. So let's do that. Then let's damage the first might, and then do Primal Force, get 2 rocks. Yeah, rocks don't go away. Ugh. Take 5 damage? That's not great for us. But I can do 1 here. So I'm taking 23 damage effectively. So 16 plus... Yeah, so let's do the... I can actually exhaust you. You give me +3, which means 11. I can take the 2, keep the 2 defends. On the other hand... The 2 defense for... Yeah, let's keep the 2 defense for later. Let me actually do this, and that's why I want ornaments, so I can play Rage Plus. And then we can do double strike. Yeah, and then get... There's 23, it's 19, 29, and I'm taking... Oh, I'm taking 4 here. God, look at that effect. Bastion here is not lethal. But it is if I do setup strike, bash, then I can do uppercut defense. Oh, I might have been able to play Whirlwind there, actually. Do Giant Rock would be good. Let's actually do... So I do have lethal here. Or no, I don't actually have lethal. So let's keep it... Let's bring them right down to lethal. And let's see if we can play some more defense. Yes, we can. And then let's just do this. There we go. 9998. Okay. Bloodletting would be decent here. Headbutt would also be pretty good. The problem is we're not really upgrading that often, so kind of want to upgrade Uppercut next. Upgrade on Rage would be good upgrades. I also know that this upgrades to 2 energy instead of the 1. Yeah, let's skip this. Let's see what the merchant got for us. We can remove a strike for 100. Then we have 342, which means we can probably buy. At the start of a boss combat, upgrade 3 random cards in your draw pile for the rest of combat. The first time you play a power, each combat gains 6 block. Retain your hand on the first turn of combat. I think Ethereal... That one's decent. So is this, actually. This solves part of our upgrade problem. Right, so... solves it for the boss. But it's not consistent. So I think I'm going to get these two, which means that's 357. Which means I get 43 plus 32, which is 75 left, which means I'm a bit short for Fiendfire. But I can get a Spite, deal 6 damage if you lost HP this turn, draw 1 card. That's good for a self-harm deck, so if you had Bloodletting. But I just passed over a Bloodletting plus, so I'm not going to get a Bloodletting. And this is too expensive for us, and all of this is too expensive, so I can get a potion if I wanted to. But I think I'm going to save some money, because we can go to another merchant. Actually, can we pivot to that merchant now? Yes, if we pivot over here, we can go to the merchant. So if I'm going to remove the strike, and then I'm going to grab a Stonecracker, and then we're going to leave. Stonecracker does solve a problem we have, which is we're not really upgrading very often. Okay, ornaments, into rage, into strength, into the strike. Oh boy. Hatches after 1 turn, so these are all hatching next turn. I can do Shrug It Off into a bash. And I have 9. Which means nothing I can do is defense, so let's do that. Nine damage 3 times. That's lethal for these guys. I'm going to take... yeah, I think this is the play. Because then I get all of these back, because of Gremlin Horn. Which means I can play the defend here. And I can also play that and do Bird Swoop. I'll lose Setup Strike, but I'll get free rocks. And this is why we do it. So we can do ornaments. That was good. I actually could have maybe hunted down for an extra defend. Exhaust 1 card, draw 2 cards? That actually might be good for us. Perfected Strike. Not great. We're kind of removing our strikes. I think I'm gonna skip this. It's not defense, so... Do I want to go visit this merchant? Or do I want to go here? I think let's go here. Room full of cheese! This room is full of cheese! You look around to see if there's any traps, and above you is more cheese. The candles in this room appear to be made of cheese. The furniture is also cheese. Suddenly the door behind you slams shut. It's made of cheese. Choose 2 of 8 random common cards to add to your deck. Lose. Ooh. Chosen cheese looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, gain 1 max HP. Is it end of combat? Yes. So that means we're actually kind of incentivized to go to combat. So I think this might be the path we want to take. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attack cards. That's pretty good. We can upgrade its strike. Here's pivot point number 1. Let's upgrade. Do we want to upgrade? Rage would be a good upgrade here, but so would uppercut. Primal Force is not that good of an upgrade. I'm thinking of either uppercut, rage, or pyre. I think I'm gonna go with the uppercut. Yeah, Whetstone was also a pretty good find for us. So we're starting to upgrade our cards in our deck right now. Do I want to go with the elite? I can do double elite fights if I go this way. I can also go to the event and do an elite and a normal. If I do double elites, I mean, okay, we're in a bit of a rough shape. I'm not sure if I can survive. I mean, 2 elites with the merchant here. I can heal, worst case scenario, I can heal here. And I can also upgrade. Elites can give me a relic. Let's go here. Let's go fight the elites. What are you? The Entomancer. He's a bee-man. I think that's what that means, right? This enemy tends to attack, Person Hive, he's definitely a bee guy. Whenever this enemy is hit by an attack, add 1 dazed into your draw pile. That's disgusting. Ew, and you do a lot of damage, though. Thorns would be great against you. And then we just do a dismantle here. Full block that. Let's play Rage. I think I really Rage into Setup Strike, Strike Defense. Okay. Shrug it off. Do I want to do Pyre Bird Sweep? I think Pyre Bird Sweep. He's buffing. 1 strength. Oh god, yeah, you are a awful for strength. We just drew a dogshit hand. So I think I'm gonna add a colorless card. Do I want to do damage? This pairs well with the other one. Oh my god, that's 4 times 7. That's 28 damage, though. I was hoping for some block. But this will weaken him, so that's, what, 14, 21 damage instead? $16 base, so actually we want to do this into Giant Rock, which is 25 damage! Let's go! This is going to be a big hit for us, so 20 damage. Oof. And would you look at that? Well, at least we don't full block though, either. But we get rid of some of the dazed. Okay. Bash. Just shrug it off. That's 10 twice. We gain free strength. Or I can do 12. Do 18. Or I can do 20. What's my next? Is it each attack or each attack card? Okay, so... Ooh, both of these are not actually that great for me. So what I would want to do... If I do this, that's dropping him to 32. Yeah, I think this is the play. Let's hope I don't just draw a bunch of dazed. $24. Okay, good. Woo! Woo! That was a close one. Ornamental Fan. Every time you play free attacks in a single turn, gain free block. That's pretty good for us. Deal 9 damage, increase this rampage. Nice. Pillage. If I want to, actually, Flame Barrier might be good. We were talking about how we need block. I think block it is. The pillage would have been great for us as well. Do we want to pivot back towards here, or do we think we want another elite? Well, either way, we can only do one fight. So do we want to make that one fight an elite fight or a hallway fight? Making it a hallway fight means I'm going to probably have a better chance of healing, but I will be less... I'll miss out on one relic. Yeah, I think going this way might be a good idea. So let's go here, and we'll get the upgrade. Let's do Pyre or Rage? Let's do... Let's actually do Pyre. I think Pyre is a pretty good card to upgrade. Then let's go here. Let's go fight the second elite. We can do 125 and remove one of our unupgraded strikes. I think that might be a good idea. Let's go see what we actually have. Barricade would be cool. Can't afford any of the relics. Iron Wave. Taunt. Do get a rare. What's that? Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Deals 2 additional damage for each other attack you've played this turn. Let's try this. Maybe I should just remove this Drake instead. I'm not sure now. What are you? Deals 22 damage. The first time infested person takes attack damage each turn. The attacker gains energy. Huh. Wonder. Oh, it's probably worded like that because of multiplayer. Upgrade all, and let's do this one. Not a full block, but still... Oh shit, yeah, that's true. I could have instead played that and then play the defense. That would have been a better... Ugh. I just read the description too. Me a little stupid today. I think this is basically a free, right? Yeah. And then this is not full block, but it's close. Oh, 16. Damn it. Okay. Inflame plus uppercut. Yes. Give me one extra. Then I get block. Bird sweep. I'm not full blocking this again, but this plating is carrying us right now. What I actually want to do is don't want to play this. I want to do shrug it off, set up strike, defend, and then 25 damage. Right, ornamental fan. I completely forgot about that. Shit, in a basket. Okay. So if I do this, 16 times 3, or can you do 25 instead? And 16 times 4, that's lethal, isn't it? There you go. Woo! Okay, Swift Potion, Pendulum, whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. That's pretty good for us. Mangle, deals 15 damage. Enemy loses 10 strength this turn. Deals 16 damage to all enemies. At the start of your turn, plays from the exhaust pile. Oh! That's a really good card to get if you can exhaust it. But we don't have any really exhausting potential right now. So it's Mangle or nothing right now. Mangle's a bit hard to play. We do have Pyre, actually. I think Mangle. And then let's Smith up here. And we want to upgrade our Rage. Alright, let's see if we can fight this guy. Alright, what's upgraded? Yeah, okay. Give you 6 status cards. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to do uppercut, bird swoop, conflagration. Yes. So then bird swoop. Yeah. Yeah, so in 4 turns, we will be eaten, which means we need to play the other cards. So actually, I can do Rage, Fight Me, plus Dismantle, which will give me block for 10, 13, that's full block. Or I can do, yeah, let's actually just do that. He's got the 1. Let's do ornaments. I can do shrug it off. We've we're probably gonna draw at least one Frantic Escape before the end of the fight. So let's do Shrug It Off. Shit. 5/5. Draw pile. Do we want to play it now? If I gain 3... So I can either gain more strength, or I can buy myself an extra turn. That's 2. I think I'm gonna do the strength. Let's hope I don't regret this. Oh, good, thank God. Okay, so we can do Bash, Frantic Escape, slash... Did I just play the unupgraded one? Okay, so 22 damage to all enemy 3 times versus 16. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll play Primal Force, Defend, Rock. Oh boy. We'll get eaten if we do not play a Frantic Escape. So what do we do here? So we know we have to play Frantic Escape. We also need to do 100 damage. But I do have some energy I can drink. So let's do this. So we got 5. Let's see. Do we have lethal here? So if we do this, that's 21 damage plus 2 strength, which means this is now to 25 damage times 1.5. So that's 12.5. So that's 12 damage extra. Right, so 12 damage to 25 is 37, plus 21, that's 58 damage. If I just play these 2 cards, I can also play a strike, which will deal an additional amount of damage. That will deal 24. So we're close to 80 now. With Frantic Escape, I will survive. So I can play Setup Strike, Frantic Escape, Giant Rock, Strike. I'll take 22 from you, so I'll only take 18 damage. Survive. Hopefully I draw mostly attack cards and you don't defend. And that's lethal. Whew! That was a fight right there. That was close. Though we only lost by like 30 HP, I think, right? Because we kind of went into this fight a bit low. Flex Potion. Good. Whew. Feed Thrash. I think we're gonna go feed. Oh. Did we not heal? Wait, I thought we full heal. Okay, there you go. Woo. We're going to go tanks. The Chimera King. Spelled with K, not a C. Okay, woo, what do you got? Every 4 cards you play, draw 1 card. That's pretty good. Choose 3 attack cards. Enchant them with Instinct. Decrease the cost of this card by 1. And this is for 3 different attack cards. What happens if we do that with Whirlwind? What attack cards would I want to do? Whirlwind. Probably Bash becomes free. So does Conflagration would be good. That's 3. And so these are 2 free AoE cards now. You may cook at rest sites. Remove 2 cards from your deck and gain 9 max HP at rest sites. Okay, so removing most of my strikes. Clumsies. How many rest sites do I have? But that means we can't upgrade. If I'm gonna do try boomerang. Oh, we can't get rid of. Damn it, they thought of it. Alright, uppercut, conflagration, and setup strike? Or do we want to go feed? Right? So, some good AoE. Some good vulnerable, and then this is yeah, I think this is the way to go. That is really good. Okay. Act-free. First run. I mean, this is Ascension 0, but still. Okay, what are we going for? Don't want an early merchant, so late merchant means this fight here, and then the path down brings us to here. Okay, so how do we get to that? We can go to some events. We can take this route to here. We'll have 2 hallway fights and 3 events. Or we can take this route, which has 4 hallway fights and 1 event. I think that's probably the better fight in general. If I was like... If I wasn't playing the game for the first time. But I think I'm going to go this way to see the new events. Plus, the events they feel like really good. That might just be me, because I'm like seeing them for the first time, but so far the events have been pretty good to me. So I think I'm going to go with these events into here. I mean, this is also a nice pivot point if we don't feel like we want to go with the merchant. And if we go over here, we get event... let me actually... There we go. We can go, go up here. This is a nice pivot point. That's not a pivot point. The campfire is. Right, so when we go up here, we go here, and then we can decide whether or not we want to fight 2 elites. Actually, yeah, campfire to fight the elite, and then we can go up here. Same as this route. The difference is instead of doing a merchant, we've got an event plus an elite versus merchant plus hallway fight. And then we have to take the hallway fight unless we go this way instead. Yeah, I think so. We're going to take this path all the way up here. So let me just remove this path. And then we'll arrive here, and then we'll decide what we want to do when we arrive to that campfire. So let's go over here. Ooh. At the start of the player's turn, turret operator gains 25 block. You do 6, you do 3 by 5. What I can do is play Rage, get the defense out of the way, and then what I can do is I can do... Eat you... Do I want to kill this guy first, or do I want to try to go kill this guy? Let's kill this guy. And then make you into a rock. There you go, and we full block. Our 1-cost uppercut. Well, that's lethal. 14. That's lethal on you. I'll take 3 by 5. Can I do... So that's 14 plus... what's that? 7 on top of that. So that's 22. plus 15, so 22 plus 15 is 37, plus the additional 14. That's not enough to kill, but you will be weakened. So that means 10 plus that. Got no block. So I can kill you and take 12. Or I can bring you low, right? So 14 brings... So I need to be able to do... Yeah, I think I'm killing you is the way to go. Actually, can I kill you if that's 25? No. I have to kill you like this, right? You're dead, and then, I mean, doesn't really matter. Oh, right, I completely forgot about Gremlin Horn. Damn it. Alright, well, that's gonna be some damage. Shrug it off. Yeah, let's do the 9. You. And then there you go. Alright. I'm gonna pause this here because I have to go. This has been taking a lot longer than I was expecting. But when we'll come back, it'll be the same episode for you guys. But when I come back, I will finish climb the Spire. So I'll see you guys in maybe like an hour or two. For you guys, it'll be instantaneous. So, yeah. Alright. I have returned. Yeah. A little under an hour. Okay, what do you got? Another dismantle, a taunt. That'd be good for us. What's the upgrade on taunt? 2 vulnerable, that's more vulnerable. We don't do enough consistent block to use body slam. On the other hand, this is an unupgraded card. We're going to go pure 1. Need 2 upgrades. Actually, I can move around here. Let's do the upgrades of everything for a second. Whirlwinds, Whirlwind would be, I guess, good. Who are we even fighting? The Queen? I don't actually know what she does, so... Feed... No, I don't think upgrading feed would be a very good idea. Rage... Fight Me might be decent. Upgrade. Is Fight Me not upgraded yet? Yes, it already is upgraded. You know, I think we're good. Let's go to the event. Hungry for mushrooms. How long has it been since you ate? Wait, what's that fantastic smell? I did eat some of the feed recently, so... Following the scent, you reach a cozy campground with all manner of tasty mushrooms being cooked. You don't consider the safety of eating these mushrooms because you are so hungry. So hungry you don't notice the dead adventurer. Let's go with this. We want the upgrade. That was actually pretty good for us, right? The strength and a defend has been upgraded. What else was upgraded? Oh, so strike. See, this is why you go to events. As you approach, it begins to rumble and fizzle. Oh, a battle-worn dummy. As you approach, it begins to rumble and fizzle and lights up brilliantly. Bzzzt. Time to train. You have 3 turns to defeat me. Choose a setting or face lethal humiliation. Our deck takes a bit to scale up, so I don't think we can take on the 300 HP dummy, but I think we can probably take on the 150 HP dummy. We have 3 turns. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do this. Right, so that gives us 2 good... I think we're going to do that in the whirlwind fight. Let's just do that to upgrade it. Okay, and oh, so it's just a damage race. Okay. Let's actually save that for next turn. We might not even need it. Okay. All right. 15 damage. 21. Look at that. And then we can do, I mean, sure, let's do the inflate, the flex on him, and feed. Upgrade 2 more cards. That's pretty good. I think we just upgraded Shrug It Off. I'm kind of regretting picking up this Mangle. You passed the training. You are now required to defend this factory against intruders. Be sure to hydrate after training sessions. I will hydrate off the blood of my enemies. I'm liking these events. I think I'm going to continue going for events. Oh! Oh, these are awful. Unblock damage. This guy's terrible for us. What we actually probably want to do... Let's do this. That's lethal. Then if I do this, that's 10, 25, yes, so 13, 21, or cut against you. Gremlin Horn makes this fight manageable. Let's do Rage. That's lethal, so that's fine. Oh, I could have tried to hunt for feed, but I think keeping damage 10 to all. Yeah, let's keep. Actually, you know what? Let's discard the fire potion and try this new explosive ampule. Sword boomerang is actually great for us. Wait, what's this? One kill, the new axe bot is summoned. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're fighting 6 of them. All right, well, let's just set up the turn. Um, 6 times 5. Do this for 8 times 4. Can also do a strength potion. Right, that brings it to 8 times 4. Wait, no, it's 9 times 4, actually. Which is not enough to kill these guys. So I would need a flux pot. So let's drink it. So I do actually want to do it like this. And then, there we go. Another strike against both of them. That's great, actually. I'll gain free strength. And I can kill with a strike. Actually, I can do this, which is another lethal. You get replaced. You get another guy comes through here. And I'm going to gain more strength this turn, and I get a gremlin horn. And then I can just do a normal strike here. What a turn. Definitely doing rage. Let's try to kill this guy. That's lethal. But I could also do this. Kill you. Wait, what? I thought it was... Oh, because of the Vron. That was a misplay. I could have gotten kill here, but let's see. We might be able to get feed on the board. Do we have feed? We do. But I don't think it's worth it. Alright, let's play the defend. Actually, yes, let's do this. That's full block. Let's hunt for... Wait, do I have... Oh, right, I forgot about flame barrier. Whew, that was a good thing. We, had that. No flame barrier. So let's play the free defense. And we're just hunting down for a feed. Well, at least we got our defense up. Ooh. Ooh. Juggling would actually be pretty good for us, no? Yes, if we do juggling and we manage to get a feed or a conflagration or even a whirlwind would, no, whirlwind would clog the deck, but feed would be pretty good. And, I mean, conflagration would clog up the draw a little bit. So here's our pivot point. So let's smith. Yeah, let's actually upgrade you. I'm thinking events, so let's take this path. And then I think this path. I've been liking the events so far. They've been pretty great. At the start of your third turn, gain 3 energy. Do we have something else that happens at our third turn? I don't think so. I think it was something else that we were looking at earlier. Probably one of the relics. Crystal Sphere. I predict you'd enter. A raspy voice calls you out as you enter a mystic hut. Your destiny has brought you here. We must uncover your future and fortune so you can save us all. Okay, here are the options for the Crystal Sphere reading. Be sure to sign this waiver as well, she says while bringing out pen and parchment. What's divine? Well, we have gold, and are we going for shop? We are not, so let's just pay the gold and divine 3 times. To reveal your future by... Oh my, it's that, card matcher event, I think. Let's do like this. And we gain an object here. And then we can get... I believe we can get an object if we just do this. Cool. 30 gold, 10 gold. Add a card to my deck. I don't really want any of these. And add a rare card to my deck. Unmovable. The first time you gain a block from a card each turn, double the amount gained. Fiend Fire, exhaust your hand, deal 7 damage for each card exhausted, or Primal Force. I mean, Unmovable sounds like a decent card. Right? I think that was a pretty good event for us. So yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, we get an extra floor. Ronwind the Elder. You approach by the oldest person you've ever seen. We meet once more. It's me, Ronwind. Oh my god, what event was that? I recognize that line, but I can't remember what event. Give Swift Potion. Obtain a random relic. Give 100 gold. Obtain a random relic. Well, a Gremlin Horn would absolutely not. So let's give 100 gold. And Happy Flower! Happy Flower is pretty good for us. Yeah, every 3 turns gain energy. That means on my 3rd turn I'm gonna have, what, 7 energy? The first time you gain block from a card... Oh, it just brings the cost down. Yeah? Let's do that. Oh boy, it's these guys again. The Scrolls of Biting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna play... Inflame. Then we're gonna play Uppercut on you. And then we're gonna play... Okay, 19, so let's do this. So that's guaranteed lethal, and then we can just kill no one else. We do get Juggling. And Whirlwind. 9 times 3. Yes, that's lethal. Stone Arm. Another Fight Me. No, you know what? Let's, I mean, Stone Armor might be good, actually. Let's proceed with that. Let's fight the Elite. What are you? Mechanite. Oh, shit. He's got debuff stuff. Bird Swoop. Then we just do this, so we take 5. Oh, I wasn't paying attention of juggling. Did juggling... Okay, it didn't trigger. Good. Give me... Okay, so if I draw 3 cards... Please give me an attack. Yes. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we can do... Inflame, Sword Boomerang, Dismantle, Feed. And that should give me a juggling. Right, so attack 1. Then Dismantle. And then Feed. There we go. And then I think I can just do that again. And then next turn, it should give me another feed. Ooh, burns. What? Oh, it's not each turn. Add 1 copy of the first attack you play each turn into your hand. It's each... Okay, I get it now. I get it now. So what I actually want to do is, because this is my third turn, I'm going to do is I'm going to play a defend, strike here. That's 26. So play that power as well. And then can't do anything with that, so just take the burns. Oh boy, that's a big attack. 12 times 4, not enough. Instead, what we should probably do is do Flame Barrier, then do a bash. He negated by 1, but we can now do this. We don't take... That's a big hit from us. Okay, so let's do Rage, Movable, Uppercut, Strike, and then Conflagration, and Conflagration again. Get some burns. And then I can do... Do I have lethal here? 25, 16, plus 16, that's 32, plus 25. That's not lethal, but it's close to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play defend, strike, swoop, strike. And then we should have lethal here. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Whew. Risky Elite right there. That last attack was not great for us. We had to use a potion. Though I don't think I'm going... That was a misplay because I misread the card. But now I understand the card a bit better. That's great for us, actually. Do I want another feed? No. Smith up, and let's upgrade. Dismantle will be a good one. What's stone armor upgraded giving me? You know what? Yes, let's give 6 plating. Alright, let's see who we get upgraded. Feed got upgraded. I didn't see who else got upgraded. Mangle. Oh my god, what are we looking here? This enemy tends to attack for 18 damage. And this is going to apply stuff to me. Great. So actually, what I can do is... I was going to say... I can almost play Mangle and Flame, Juggling, and Defend. But we cannot. Alas. 1, 2, 3... Okay, well, we can transfer our Mangle into a rock. Actually, but we don't need to play Defend, because this will do 15, so we can do Juggling, Inflame, the Mangle, right? That brings that to free, and then because of our plating, we're good. We still got to save our Defend for later on in the fight. What is this? Bound. Only one bound card can be played each turn. Okay. So, give me that. Give me Rage as well. And then we're going to play Higher. And then Conflagration as well. Then we end the turn. Full block. Ugh. Okay, you do a ton of damage to me right now. But I can reduce that with a uppercut. God, this is such a shit turn to have done that. Do I get plating? I think plating is the way to go. And we'll only take 1 plus 8 times 2, 16, so 17 damage. I'm hoping the queen doesn't, like, do damage, because I'm kind of focusing on Amalgam right now. Okay, it looks like the queen just doesn't do a lot. Alright. Let's do that. Block for 2. If I do that, I could also do... No, I think I'm going to do Flame Barrier and a Movable. So that makes our block a bit better. Makes our block situation better. Okay, pretty much the only thing we can do is this. And then just defend for 16 plus the 6, but... Wait, what? Shouldn't, Shouldn't that have doubled it? Flame Barrier. 5. Doing 14 to you. Then doing that. Then let's just play the card. God, I really hope this doesn't summon a new one as soon as this guy's dead, because we're struggling against killing this dude. This is 22. Right, that's 14. Almost full block. Oh, we actually do full block. Alright, this guy is almost dead. There we go, that's lethal. And then I can just twiddle away at you. think so. So I'm going to doing that, which gives me giant rock. And I get another giant rock. Let's not play the defend. Okay, so now we fight you, and you are dealing damage. Oh my god, and you have that. Awesome. Let's do it. And turn. $25 damage. Draw me a card. Do that again. Or I can play the strike plus the giant rock plus mangle. Nope, can't do that. So giant rock, mangle, configuration. Yeah? Configuration again, and then we full block. Good. Okay, and then I can do uppercuts. Fight me. And then we can do sword boomerang. Do set up strike 9 times 5. Fuck, that's lethal. So I have to do this, and then we do that. Then she's gonna do a bunch of damage to me. Alright, at 25 HP, what we got? 55. Plus 19. No, it'd be rage. Then 55. Then feed. Oh shit. Okay, wait, no. Oh my god, yes! Who saves me from that? Who did that? Something in my deck did that. I'm not sure what it was. Oh yes, yes, that's what, the rage, right. Yes, that was planned. That was totally planned. Oh! Do we kill it with the rock or do we kill it with mangle? Let's kill it with mangle. Oh, that was such a close fight too. Woo! Whoa! Almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. Oh. So the Archdemon Thralls has arrived. Enemy kill. Did 1,240 damage. 14 billion damage has been done to this to the architect. Yes, there's no heart. Wait, I didn't notice. I think that was the heart in the background. Oh, looks like the discoveries. You've discovered 66 new cards. I discovered 6 new relics. Discovered 26 new enemies. And I've discovered 5 new epochs. I had 5 XP away from unlocking level 2 on the Ironclad. In the timeline, review epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. What? Chapter 5, Niao, the reopening? Mother Resurrection, Niao awakened from her slumber. Rise champion again. Niao will now greet you at the start of each run. What? Prion, magnum opus. A void of nothingness, but then the world came into existence. It churned about and molded itself to that which tells stories. Along this journey lay a planet named Prion, a mere speck in this universe. They say that the great story about a Spire took place there. Okay. Cards unlocked. Automation. Every 10 cards you draw gain energy. Oh, because it's a colorless card. Transform. Entropy. The start of your turn, transform one card in your hand. That's cool. Play 2 Catastrophic with 2 energy. Play 2 random cards from your draw pile. Oh. Unlock by accumulating score. Beat free acts. Or act free 3 times. Ablaze. Kill 15 elites with the Ironclad to reveal this epoch. Acrobats. Play a run with every character to reveal this epoch. Snuffed. Kill 15 boss with the Ironclad to reveal this epoch. Awesome! These are like achievements, but in-game. And they have cool little stuff. Chapter 1, The Pact, the Ironclad. For centuries, war raged between the Ironclads and the Valley Guard. Driven by ambition, a young Ironclad ventured to the Forbidden Boundary and bargains with the Sacred Demon. But we're getting lore. Potions unlocked. Heal 20% of your max HP. Soldier's Stew. All cards containing strike gain 1 replay this combat. Play this card an additional time. That's actually really good. Ashwater. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand, especially if you have like a good strike deck going. I wonder if they made strike decks worth it. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Yeah. The Ironclad's rage cannot be tamed. Ascension difficulties can be activated when starting a run. Okay, so that was for ascending. Beat Act 2. Beat Act 1. Beat Act 3 of the Ironclad. Okay. Devastation. The Ironclad. The Ironclad's strength surges. The flame of the demonic pact courses through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in 2. The Desert Tribe are burned into a crisp, and Windwalkers smashed into the ground. And even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-clad warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. So, if I remember from the first game, I'm pretty sure the Ironclad was the last of the Ironclad. Also, look at the placeholder art. It's so cute. They had to do placeholder. Honestly, I didn't even notice this was placeholder until they put that there. I thought it was like little squibbles because the Ironclad drew it. All of the Ironclads aren't clad. Where is everyone? Hey, Red Skull's back. While your HP is at or below 50%, you have 3 additional strength. Paper Frog, enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage. This would have been amazing in our current run, the run we had. Rune Helmet. The first time you gain strength, each combat double the amount gained. That's a good one. I don't think that was in the old game. The Ironclad. The Ironclad, a warrior from a faraway land, entered the Spire. Driven by pure instinct and accursed blood, he has lost all reason and identity. All who prevent his ascent shall perish. Ooh, new cards. Molten Fist is back, and it's got cool new art. Cruelty, this is new. Vulnerable enemies take an additional 25% damage. So, if I have this plus Paper Frog, does that mean, what, 25% of 75, or is that 100%? Assuming it's 100%, so double damage. That's really good with Paper Frog. Dominate. Gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. That is also really good. These are really good cards for, like, what we were doing. Play a run of the Ironclad to reveal this epoch. The Silent. News of the Spire's reopening made its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. My favorite girl's back. The Silent sneaks past the gate wards with ease and enters the Spire once more. We got new epochs for the Spire, for the Silent. This is such a cool system. I really like it. Yeah, and there's our timeline. And we got our compendium. And we look at our run history. Look at that. Ooh. They actually have like... I like these icons. They pop more. Oh yeah, and you get the little... Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at it! We get to see when we gained a card. That's really cool. And we got to see our end health. Got our relics. Oh my god, there's a lot of relics that we just did not unlock. There's Serpent's Tail. I guess the Spire counter on the subreddit for Fairy No Bottle will probably continue that Serpent Tail's back. Bestiary, what's that? Ooh, look at that. This is a cool interface. Meow. Card scheme entered by ancients. Ah. Colorless cards. Look at that. So many cards to be unlocked. But yeah, that was Slay the Spire 2. I do wonder how we can actually like edit this. If I right click? No. Nope. Can't name ourselves. Daily climbs are not yet unlocked, and with all characters for daily runs and free times for custom runs. The Silent. But yeah, next time we are going to play The Silent. Ooh, look at that, we got Ascension too. Yeah. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. This was really a phenomenal game. I really like it. Alright, well, see you guys.